Hello, everyone, and welcome to my session. My name is Sally, and I'm a data engineer in Microsoft. And in today's session, I'm going to walk you through how to implement ETLs using medallion architecture pattern in Microsoft Fabric. So what is medallion architecture? Medallion architecture is designed to logically organize data similar to traditional data warehouses. It clarifies roles and processes across data layers, enhancing data accessibility and governance. Microsoft recommendation is to use separate workspaces, one workspace per each layer to enhance security and governance. And let's get started with the layers. Now, the bronze layer, which is the raw ingestion layer, it preserves the original state of the structure as is. Data remains immutable. It utilizes delivery-based partition tables such as year, month, and day, and it primarily employs Parquet or Delta formats with occasional use of other formats. It can consist of a mix of streaming and batch transactions. The silver layer, which is the filtered cleaned layer, it employs data quality rules for validation. It typically focuses on functional data, and it utilizes an efficient storage format such as Delta. It includes versioning for rollback capabilities. It manages missing or error in the data and often enriched with reference data. Now, the gold layer, which is the consumer-ready and user-friendly data, it's highly governed and well-documented information. It has integration of complex business rules. It includes calculations and enrichments. It has an efficient storage format, again, Delta, and it also supports versioning capabilities for easy rollback. And this data is what we present to the end user. Now, let's see a quick demo on Microsoft Fabric. I created a one workspace to simplify the demo, but you can create 3 workspaces if you are building medallion architecture in your solution. Oh, I'm sorry. So if I click here on add, I can see a task flow. Now, what is a task flow? It's a data mesh. It's type of decentralized data architecture that organizes data based on a different business domains, such as marketing, sales, HR, and so on. And Microsoft Fabric's data mesh architecture supports this approach by allowing data to be grouped into domains. So if I click on select data flow, you can see like different domains. When you click on medallion, you can see the recommended workloads and the recommended item types. I already created a task flow here. So I have this activity, which is low volume data ingestion, and you can see by color what is the type of the item and to which task flow task it's associated. So in the data pipeline, I used a copy activity. I loaded data from an API to my silver workspace. Now, I ingested this into the bronze data. In the 3 data stores, I chose a lakehouse, but it doesn't have to be a lakehouse. You are allowed to choose a warehouse or event house, sorry, and you can see the decision guide here. Please check this out. It's public in Microsoft documentation. Now, if I click on the bronze, we have 2 sections in a lakehouse. We have tables and we have files. Tables is the managed area. That means every time I add a table or I delete a table, there is a process in the background that identifies these changes, but it doesn't exist under the files data. Now, in the medallion architecture, what users normally do is that they load the data into files, which is typically known as landing zone, and then they start transforming the data into a delta and saving this under tables and continue with the medallion architecture flow. So in the initial process, I also chose a notebook, but you can transform data also using Data Flows Gen 2. It's based on Power BI architecture. It's for citizen developers who like the method of drag and drop, and it's perfect for simple transformations. We also have Spark job definition for more customized Spark job. So if you want more customization, you can use the Spark job definition. Now, in the silver layer, I just want to show you a huge advantage of Fabric. When in a lakehouse, when you click on get data, you can upload files, ingest from data pipeline, and so on. And you can add a shortcut. That means I added a shortcut from my bronze layer into my silver without physically copying the data into the silver. So you can see the shortcut icon here and the type of data, which is delta. And same from silver to gold, we have also a notebook that is responsible for enriching the silver data and to prepare it for consumer usage. Now, the gold data, you can build Power BI reports. You can see reports out of it, or you can use also machine learning. You can build machine learning model out of it. And one more thing I want to show you. When you click on all items, you can see that we also have AI skills. It's for public preview at the moment. You can create AI-powered workflow over your data and connect these to co-pilots and applications across Fabric. And why this is an important skill, it's because instead of writing a SQL query or starting to investigate in your data store and get information, you can simply write a sentence and it will be transformed using Copilot capabilities into a SQL query and get data and get insights out of your data really quickly. Now, thank you so much for joining my session. If you have any question, please ping me on LinkedIn. Thank you.